Hey guys, I just wanted to come back with a quick, I guess, I don't know, informational video. I don't know how many of you buy the wafer thin dies, but a lot of times when you buy them, you have to cut them apart, like with the paper tray ink set that I showed you. You can see here, these were all connected inside one of the larger dies. And when you cut them out, you usually have these little metal pieces hanging out, which is really not safe. And I had been talking, who did I talk to about? Oh, P, who's Whimsical Endeavors. Hi, P, if you're watching. She was talking about how she has, I guess, a Dremel or something similar to burr down the those ends. So most of you might have these. Hopefully, you do. These are those flush cutters. The difference between these and a regular set of pliers is that it's got that narrow piece at the end for you to get into some of the tighter spots, like yeah, like in here in the middle. You could probably cut those with pliers, but sometimes they're even closer than that. So you would snip it on one end, and then as you're snipping, you probably will end up with something like this. So if you look at my envelope die, I had to snip out a lot of pieces that were in the center, but you don't see any of those burrs anymore because I used this tool, which is made by Chicago Electric. This is probably from, I think my husband told me this is from Harbor Freight. So if you guys have a Harbor Freight near you, you can go and pick one up. Dremel does the same thing, but I think it's more expensive. I got this for $1 at the scrapbook yard sale that I went to last weekend. So I was testing it out to make sure it worked. And my husband put this tip on there for me, and it came with 3 of these types of tips. This is what I've been using to deburr the little nubs that are left. So you can actually run your fingers around here and you won't get poked or cut. What you want to do is stay away from the edge of the die where the profile of the die where the cutting mechanism is for the paper. What you're doing really is working on the little, you see that right there? Working on that little piece right there. And this isn't really all that loud, but I'll say when you use this, and one of the things my husband pointed out to me is if you have long hair, put it up, because this thing is spinning, and if your hair gets stuck in there, it could, you know, really hurt you. So if you have long hair, make sure you put it up before you use this, so that it doesn't get taken up into this thing. He works around a lot of machinery, so not that he has long hair, but you know, fingers with rings and stuff like that can get caught. So put your hair up, wear safety glasses if you have them. You should wear safety glasses. I wear glasses to craft now because I'm getting older. So it's harder for me to see, especially when I'm working on something this small. But I'll turn it on for you. I'm not going to work on this. It really, I would clip it as close as you can to the edge. And then when you can't get it further down, you're going to use this tool to actually grind it. And it really creates more of a fine dust as opposed to like little pieces when you use this tool. So I'm going to turn it on so you guys can hear it. It sounds like a dentist drill. But it's really not louder than that, and it doesn't take long to actually burr that down. And then you've got like a more of a smooth edge. And again, you're only working on that little nub right there. Don't run this on your die this way, because you could damage the cutting edge of your die. These are acid etched, so you don't want to dull that profile where the cutting edges. You just want to work on those little burrs so that you don't cut yourself on them. You don't poke yourself, because you could have a lot of problems if you cut yourself open. So just wanted to share that tip with you all, and I hope that helps. $1. That's the best deal ever, right? I don't know how much this tool normally runs, but it came with a whole box of like tools that I've put in here. And you can see there's a bunch of tips. Actually, there wasn't just 3 of these. There's a whole bunch of different tips in there, so I'm not gonna have to buy any anytime soon. You can use it for other things too, so yeah, good deal for me. And that's all, and thanks for watching. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Talk to you soon. Bye. Hey everybody! So I wanted to share a couple things before I started cleaning up my craft room. I've got a lot to clean up now. And I have crafted somewhat some items. I showed a project yesterday or this morning, and I have one more to share with you all, or a couple of little things to share. First, I got these two embossing folders. It was actually in a Christmas set, and there was a snowman one and a die included too. But I made these little houses to look like gingerbread cookies. So I made a couple of them right here. Here's one of the houses, and then here's the other one. And I made a few of these. What I did was take some basil cardstock, embossed it with the embossing folders, and then I cut out the actual houses from the paper, and then inked it with some of this chalk ink from Versamagic in the Cloud White. So that's what makes it kind of look chalky. And then I took some glue and used some Ranger Distress candy glitter, the loose kind, and I just went around the edges with that to make it look a little sparkly, kind of like a sugar cookie, not sugar cookie, gingerbread cookie. And I even did some of the ribs of the roof here on that house. So those are my little faux gingerbread cookies, and as I said, I made a couple of these, and I'll probably be using these on some Christmas tags, I think. So I have those ready to go. I have made another box, a treat box for Thanksgiving. I'm kind of testing out different sizes of the boxes that I have, or containers, and this one is the apron. What is it called? Apron, yeah, box apron from Lori Whitlock. There is the code. Let me show you that. There's the code, and it comes out like this. Here's my apron box, and this one is a little bit wider than the milk carton that I made. You can see that it's longer across the bottom, but the depth is a little bit narrower. So I think I like this one because it is bigger, but I'm not sure if I'm going to go with this one yet. I'm going to package some treats for each of the family members in here. This one's kind of nice because you also can cut this little oven mitt, and I just stamped grateful for you on that. And I was going to tie it around the neck of the bag that's going to go into the box, just as a little gift for family members. So that's a treat box that I did. And then I took the post box that I showed yesterday or this morning in my video, and I actually added some flowers to the top, just to give it a little bit of interest, and some gold leaves. And the flowers I got from Sonia de Jesus, I think. Thank you, Sonia. And I've also included some little gift cards inside that I made some time ago. I'm gonna go ahead and share that with you. They're just little 3x3 note cards, so this is kind of a note gift card set inside of the postal box. And I had embossed this pink cardstock with the embossing folder I got from Tuesday Morning. I think this was the what's her name now? Dear Lizzie. So it's got hello, amazing, sparks, enjoy, all that kind of stuff on the embossing folder. And then I just added some gold washi tape here, or glitter tape, and these little white flowers that you can get from Michael's. The card is empty on the inside, so that, you know, I don't know what kind of note the person might want to write would be, so I didn't want to stamp it on the inside too, to take up space. But there's also little coordinating envelopes that are down in here. I did not make the envelopes, I bought the envelopes, but I made 6 cards and included 6 envelopes as kind of a little gift card set to send to a friend. So this is the little finished postal box that I'm going to be sending out to an individual. And I think that's all for my project shares for now. I'm going to be cleaning up today, and thanks for watching. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.